We're learning the kinks. Okay, describing the change. Let's take a look at this. Where do we have increasing? Students, raise your hand if you notice an increasing portion of this graph. Okay, there is no increasing portion of this graph, so we can just write none. Okay, also as we're describing change, okay, voices should be off. We should be at a level 0. Okay, no voices. You guys are listening. If you have a question, please raise your hand. Notice also that we're using interval notation as we're doing these portions. What? Yes. Okay. Decreasing. Raise your hand if you notice a decreasing portion of the graph. Okay. Where would you describe that decreasing portion to be? Okay, starting at -4 down to -2. And I love how, again, we're using, for these, we're using the x values, right? Just like we talked about yesterday. So we're using interval notation and we're using x values. So we said from, wrong spot. From -4 to -2. So that helps just kind of for your brain. I do not want to see it written that way on a test. Okay? From -4 to -2, it's decreasing. The way you want to write it, though, is you want to write it open, -4, comma, -2, and also open. Not to infinity. Not to infinity. Okay? Raise your hand if you think there's another portion where it's decreasing. Okay, who would like to tell me where you see that?
3 to infinity.
Okay, so from 3 to infinity. Good job. So we're starting here. And we notice that we have that arrow there. So the arrow always means infinity. U. And again, I can write from 3 to infinity, if that helps. Okay, and we're going to go 3, comma, infinity, open. Both open because at those points is where the constant part is, right? So we don't want to include that. The graph isn't actually increasing for that little portion right there. Okay, so for the constant portion, -2 to 3, we can write it either open or closed. I don't mind. -2 to 3 is the constant portion. Here, I'll go here, and we'll make our decreasing blue like that. Okay. What questions do you have on that? Yes?
When it's closed, that's when it's constant?
The square brackets, remember that corresponds to like having a solid dot. So I'm saying that at that spot, it's not increasing or decreasing. It's hitting 2, or -2 rather, but it's not going up and down at that spot. Yes?
Wait, so then why you went for the closed bracket for
-4? It's graphed as an open circle.
So if it's open, that means
So if it's an open circle, it's got to have this parentheses here, right? Okay? All right, so we're going to flip to the second page and see if you all can do that part yourself. I want to see the highlighting because that's showing your thinking, right? Sorry, wrong page. Okay, so you're going to highlight where is it increasing and then write that interval. Okay, I'm going to walk around and check how you all are doing. And I'm going to pause this. Highlight it in. Okay, we have increasing. Increasing is going to be -4. Remember, we're going to the x values. So -4 to -3. And we're going from 2 to 3. Okay, see how I'm always going down or up to check what the x value is. That's why I'm going down, like I'm taking a point and I'm going down to find what the x value is for each of these. Okay, x values only. Yep. All right, then decreasing, we've got this portion here and this portion here. So our decreasing portion is going between -2 to 2. And then it's going from 3 to 4. So we're going to put union 3, 4. The last part is the constant part. So we have just this little piece right here. And we're going between -3 to -2. So I made that one the part where it was square brackets. Okay. Thumbs up if you feel okay about that. Thumbs up if you feel okay about that. Sideways or thumbs down. Let me see a response. I want 100% response. I got 1, 2. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs sideways, or thumbs down, please. Please, Stephanie, Andrew, Liz, AJ, come on, y'all. Are you listening? Do you have it? Is it good? Do you understand? Hello, Joel. Is it good? Do you understand? Okay, we're moving on. All right, so next portion, we're describing position. Okay, so position is either going to be positive or negative. Positive is it going to be above the x-axis. So again, our reference line is the x-axis. And we see that f is positive when y is greater than 0. Okay, f of x is positive when y is greater than 0. F of x is negative where it's below the x-axis. Okay, and we say f of x is negative when y is less than 0. I'm just going to put this here because some people don't remember greater than and less than. Okay, hopefully this one's visually quite easy to pick out. Again, we're going to use interval notation. And we're referring to the x values. Okay, so positive. We have from -4 all the way to, looks like 3 to me, I don't know, 3. So we're going to write open -4, comma, 3, and, or, no, sorry, I'm writing that wrong. What is this value right here? Maybe 4? Did you say 4? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to say from -4 to 4, where it actually hits the x-axis. Okay, so open because we don't include, do not include when y equals 0. Okay, points on the x-axis, right? Because those points, it's not positive or negative. Okay, so don't include them because they're not positive or negative. That's why we have the open bracket. Okay, negative from here down. So again, we're going from 4 to positive infinity, right? Arrow means infinity. Open. Okay, raise your hand if you have any questions on that. Okay, if you're ready to go, you can flip to the next page and try the next one on your own. Example 4, try it out, see how it goes.